let's have a look at the question that we have for today. So we have this task in which we have to complete the function. It has two parameters a and b, and we must return an object modeling a rectangle that has the following properties. So basically we have to provide these following properties, okay, the length, width, parameter and area. So let us see how we can do this. Here we have this rectangle function, and here they have simply made the object and they are simply trying to access the properties. So we have to just provide it the required properties. So that we can do with the help of this keyword, okay, like this dot a equals to a that they are passing, okay, and this dot b, it is quite simple program, this dot area, okay, that is a into b, and this dot perimeter, that is 2 into a plus b. Okay, now let's try running this code. We got undefined. Friends, we got undefined because over here they are trying to access length property and width property and not a and b. Okay, so we have to give it like length, and over here width. Let's try running this once more. Cool, we have our sample test case. Okay, so are all the test cases we have we have passed all the test cases. Now let's try to code our next question. So we have the following task. We have to complete the following function, and what we have to do basically, we have to count objects. Each object in the array, we are provided with an array of objects, and each object has two integers x and y, and we have to return a count of all such objects in that array where o dot x equals o dot y. Okay, so let me tell you what is the question. Oops. We have something like this, okay, array of object, and over here we have the property like this x, and we have some value to this like this, and we have to return the count of such objects where x is equal to y like this. Okay, such count of such objects where this condition meets. Okay, o dot x is equals to o dot y. So let's try solving this question. So over here I will be using map method to iterate the array of object. Okay, so let have the count, let count equals 0 initially, and objects dot map, and as I've told you we have access to element and the index. Okay, and what we have to do, if our element, okay, so now in case of this array of object, our element corresponds to particular object. Okay, so if our object and the property that we are talking about is x, okay, and if element like object at x, the value at x in that object is equal to the value, okay, corresponding to the key that is y in that similar object, if both of them are equal, then we can simply do count plus equal 1. Okay, and over here we can simply return count. Cool, I hope this makes sense. Let's try running. Okay, so we have passed our sample test case successfully. We have successfully passed all the test cases, and we have also earned 15 points. Now without wasting any time, let's code the final problem for today. So in this problem we have to create our task is to create a polygon class, and it will have a constructor that takes an array of integer describing the length of the sides, polygon sides, and we have to create a parameter method that returns the polygon's perimeter. Okay, let's see how we can do this. Over here what they have done is they have created the object. Basically we have to create a class. We can create a class like this, polygon. Don't make the naming mistakes. Okay, this is how we can create a class. And now we have to create a constructor, and this constructor takes array. Now we have to give it this property like to the class, like this dot array equals array, so that we can use it throughout this class. Now let's make the function that is perimeter like this, and what we can do inside it is we have to return the perimeter. So we can simply do this dot array dot map, and we have access to element and index. And what we can do is let us also have a sum property, this dot sum equals 0. And what we can do over here is this dot sum plus, okay, this dot sum equals to this dot sum plus the element that is within this array. Okay, like it is the basically this is the array of this array basically. Okay, so we are traversing this array and we are having this element, like first we have this 10 20 10 20. Okay, so what we are doing over here, sum equals 0 plus 10, we will get 10. For the next iteration we will have sum as 10 and the element as 20, we will get it as 30, then 30 plus 10 40, then 40 plus 20 60. Okay, so yeah, and what we have to do next is okay, it returns the sum of the polygon side length. Now let's simply return the this dot sum. Let's run the code. Okay, so friends, here we have successfully passed the test case. Now let's try submitting it. I hope the code is clear to you all. We are simply traversing it. A simple, it is like for loop only. Okay, a map method. Okay, so friends, we have successfully passed all the test cases. There is one more thing there is one more method. There is one more method of doing this problem, and let me also tell you that. So guys, let me actually show you that. So friends, this is that method, a reducer function, and in this we have accumulator and the current value, and this is how we write this. We use this method, accumulator plus current value. And if we do this array1 dot reduce and we pass the reducer to it, so it what it will do, let's have a look at it. Over here, this is our array and we are reducing it using this reduce function. We have accumulator, current value, current index, array, and we are doing accumulator plus current value. So what it will do, in the first call we have accumulator, the value to the accumulator is this array at 0, okay, and 0, and current value will be this 1. So what we will get, 0 plus 1 1. Then it will, in the second call it will take this value, return value 1. We will have 1 plus 2 3, and similarly the call will go and we will get the sum of this array. So what we can do over here, we can simply use that reducer and we can simply say this dot array dot reduce, and we can simply have a comma b, and what we can do is a plus b. Okay, so let's try what we get from this piece of code. Okay, so we got this undefined because we are not returning it. Actually it returns the value, as we have seen, it returns the value. Cool, we have successfully passed the test case once again. Okay, cool. So guys, this is the new method that we have learned, that is reduce. Okay, and do read that documentation also that I have just shown you. I will drop that link also in the description box. So that's it, and I will catch you all in the next video. Till then, stay tuned and thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.